Okay, I think this one's live. So now I can go to this. Okay. So let me post.
Are we live now?
Yep. So we are going to send this link out to everyone.
Actually, you can do like. You can practice what? Let's check. Wait, what is that? You got.
Okay. Are you tuned into the new link? Okay, cool. That's great. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, you can see us? Yeah. Gosh, let's wait. Send the.
No, it is working. There's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Okay. Let me. Do we have any viewers yet?
We have 4.
We have 4 viewers? Oh, okay.
But also, I think we're making 2 of them.
We are 2 of our own viewers. That's great. Thank you to our 2 loyal viewers.
5.
5. Well, 3 that are not in this room. So, welcome to the first annual QuanTâm Telethon. Here is how this is going to work. So, if you would like us, the menu has been posted to our event page, which is on Facebook. I'm also going to drop it in the video description below. The menu is things that if you donate, we will do. So if you, I think it's like $20. If you donate $20, I'll explain the plot to all 6 Rocky movies while balancing a pencil on my nose. Or if you donate $200, like Davila will get bangs. Or they're not all that expensive. Like, I think it's like for $5 or $10, you can get an autographed picture of Caro pretending to be Steve Jobs. So we have lots of very nice things for you. So I am going to get working on getting that below. Also, throughout the time, we're going to be doing some minute to win it games. We've kind of secured some money already, and so we're going to be competing to see who gets to count that as kind of their donations and their donation buckets. So we'll be doing some fun games as well, but be sure to donate to the GoFundMe link, or also you can Venmo me at @dhorn2. So I'm going to get that stuff in the description right now. Davila, keep me. Oh, Nitty, Nitty, you have already Venmo'd me. So what is?
Oh, no, someone's already Venmo'd.
Someone has already Venmo'd me.
Where's
I am.
No time wasted.
Thank you, Nitty. I'm opening my Venmo now to see what's up.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay.
What is it? What is it? I'm nervous.
So it's I assume the topic that's for the impromptu planking, right, Nitty?
Oh boy.
Oh, it's Venmo, but where's the comment?
No, it's Pete Buttigieg 2020. Is the topic
of the live stream?
What?
Oh, of what?
That's her, yeah, yes. So I'm talking, the Venmo, she Venmo'd me, and in the subject of the Venmo, she told me what the topic was going to be.
Oh.
So, here are the rules for me doing an impromptu while planking. I'm going to do my prep standing up because I'm only a man. And I'm also probably I'm not gonna time myself prepping because I've been out of the game too long. So we are going to.
I think we need to like make this go lower.
Okay.
So you go down the ground.
You adjust, and so I am going
There we
to
go.
prep right now on the topic of Pete Buttigieg 2020, everyone's favorite dark horse Democratic presidential candidate.
While Damon's prepping, I just want to say, for every new viewer, right now we're at 11. I will do a high kick.
Yeah.
If we can make it above 20, I will try to touch my head with my foot. So keep donating.
Here. Yeah, no.
And keep watching and tell your friends.
I will get to that in 1 second. Right now I am going to drop in the link. I'm gonna put the menu and the
I just think it's so funny. Like, well,
Oh, you see me?
like, but it's a delay. So it gives us time to like.
Oh, we could like.
Like right, we were just talking.
Yeah, we're just. Okay, we're sharing now. We're just seeing a little bit.
Okay.
Wait, does this work?
So I promise I will do imminently the impromptu. I am just handling some stuff out right now.
For what?
For putting our laptops.
Yeah. Okay. Hey everybody, this is Kayla. She brought the bomb chicka wah popcorn.
The popcorn. Okay.
Okay, should we introduce ourselves?
Um.
Carolina. Everybody calls me Carol. That was a fail. It's okay. We're just warming up here, you know. Getting a little feel free. Did it work?
I'm working on getting the.
Or there's more right here. If you need a closer.
Oh, also for the viewers, you can make up stuff and ask us to do it.
Yes.
But
And we'll tell you the price.
we will tell you the price.
But you can make up what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appropriate though.
Yeah, I am.
I feel like we should have that.
But hey, it's past 5 o'clock, so on the crazy Tuesday evening.
Okay, so
Okay, so I think I've gotten the menu in the description. So if you want to take a look at that, you can. And so now I should probably do the thing now, right?
Yes.
we just got another donation
Ooh.
of $70.
Word!
Let's find out who's gonna have to do what. What is this?
Well, what is? Okay.
But I'm gonna send it home.
Where did we? Was that on our GoFundMe or on the?
No, I just got paid.
Oh, okay.
So we're just waiting for the
comment to
British.
find out.
Oh, we gotta figure out. We just got paid $70.
Wait, who wants to fill this up?
Oh, I do. Where's
Here,
your partner? Where's red? Oh,
Is that right?
Someone's about to do something.
okay, watch
Someone,
out. Everybody
so we
needs to
got
see.
donated $70.
We're going 70.
Wait, and how much is it?
That's all I wanted to show.
It was 10.
So and then it's
go back.
80 because we already donated. We got $10.
Okay.
Be here well, guys.
It's weird because I'm already sitting.
Why? Alright, so here's something funny that happened to me today. I thought I was wearing my sunglasses all day, but I was just wearing my regular glasses, and I like always switch in and out. I was wearing my regular glasses, and I was like, man, why is this so bright? I swear I'm wearing my Ray-Bans. And then I took them off like while I was in class, and I was like, oh, these are not my Ray-Bans. And then I get into my other class, and I'm wearing my Ray-Bans the whole time in class, thinking that they're my real glasses. And I'm like, how can you see? It was just not my day.
First warm day.
Oh my god. So Laura wants us to sing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my gosh.
And it must include the operative section, very high pitched. She wants Damon and Steph to do it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I will do. I'm on one thing. I will do the next thing after the
David,
one thing.
You gotta do your first thing, right?
Yes, I'm
Just
pressing an
as much as you
impromptu
just
right
want.
now.
All right, prep.
So if y'all can get like
Wait, how much prep
a
time do you
little
get?
down. I would normally get a minute and a half, but I had to fix the thing, and I had to
All right.
trust me. I did not get
We'll
any
do-
thinking time.
You got, let's do 2 minutes.
I should have it done not too
Laura,
much now,
stay
'cause I've had
tuned.
lots
We'll
of
do
time.
that in a little bit.
Stay tuned, Lors. Miss ya.
Oh gosh.
You know, I always wanted a YouTube channel. This is so exciting.
How would you open your videos?
I don't know. How do you think?
Like, welcome back, guys.
Welcome to my channel.
To my channel.
Welcome to my channel. It's Kara.
So I
It's
didn't post
Carol.
last week. It was kind of tough.
Yeah, last week was kind of cray. It was cray for Carol. Yeah, as you can see, I'm struggling with this like filling in thing, but we'll get there. Basically, my whole life is a struggle, but.
Oh, let's say hi to T and Willem. If they're
Hi,
watching.
T and Willem.
I will.
All right, let's.
Okay, I am ready. So I'm gonna time this.
I was never good at art.
Okay, so hold on. Let me get this low so I can do the play.
Yes, go Damon.
Okay, so this should last around 5.5 minutes. Let's see if my time is still like. I'm not gonna do like.
Wow. This is pretty intense.
So, Cuban mailman Felix Carvajal was not expected by anybody to be an elite marathon athlete. He was incredibly poor and had no experience racing in his life. He was just a person who was passionate about his craft, running and also delivering the mail as fast as he could. So, when he got third in the 1904 St. Louis Olympic Games, people were fairly surprised. He had raised money to get to the games by running across Cuba and collecting donations. From there, he was able to take a boat to New Orleans and then literally run to St. Louis. During the race, and you're going to think I'm making this up, but I'm not, he was chased 2 miles off course by a pack of dogs and still finished fourth.
Another person joined. I got
His perseverance and amazing will brings us to our topic today. Pete Buttigieg, 2020. Pete Buttigieg is an underdog presidential candidate as the mayor of South Bend, Indiana. As most of you probably know, mayors generally don't make the jump from mayor to president, especially those from a town as small as South Bend. But Buttigieg's candidacy has inspired folks and has captured an energy that few other candidates have been able to replicate. And from this, we can draw our idea that underdogs are fun. We like Buttigieg not in spite of the fact that he is unpopular, but because he is. For 2 main reasons. First, underdogs are fun because they are aspirational. And 2, because when they lose, we get to feel sorry for ourselves. First, underdogs are fun because they are aspirational. They show us what is the best that we can be. They show that us, most of us in a similar position to where these underdogs are, could possibly reach to high heights. I may not be good enough to be president, but if I can get to be the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, maybe I could get there. And we'll look at how underdogs are aspirational through 2 main examples. First, Ron Paul. Ron Paul was another underdog candidate. He was on the other side of the aisle, however, as an insurgent force in the Republican Party in the 2000 and 2004 elections.
Let's go, Damon.
He was able He was able to inspire a populace that you wouldn't have expected from an older Republican who practiced supply-side economics. He was able, supply-side economics, he was able to capture college students. And through his underdog status, he was able to show that he could inspire folks despite looking entirely different from them, because he was aspirational. He was an outsider trying to change the system, so he appealed to other outsiders, even though his politics ended up not winning the day out. Next, we can look at the man versus horse marathon in the United Kingdom. Every year in the UK, there is a marathon where runners, who are people, race up against horses, who are distinctly not people. And generally, we can view how this is aspirational, because it is an audacious task to believe that a person could beat a horse in a foot race. But actually, people win the race roughly 25% of the time. We find inspiration in these runners that are able to take a strong, who are able to take an amazing race against these creatures that were designed to run. And we are inspired by them.
This is inspirational, Damon.
Next. Underdogs are fun because when they lose, we get to feel bad about ourselves. First, we can see this through the Cleveland Browns, who have
seconds left.
who have barely won any games in the past basically 10 years.
Go home, LeBron.
They have had 20, that's basketball. They have had roughly 23 quarterbacks in their time in Cleveland since it started in 2003. And they have shown inspiration. And the reason that they have remained popular is not because they are good, but because that they are bad. And we can build an identity around these sad sack attributes. Next, we can look at Shinder, a dating app like many others where you can swipe right if you like someone and swipe left if you don't, with one exception. Shinder's app has only one profile on it, that of the app's creator, Shed Samove. He got tired of trying to date on Tinder or Grindr, so he created this app where he would be the only fish in the sea. And yet, after 10,000 members signed up, he still could not find a partner. He reveled in the role of underdog, going to the point that he still considered himself, he still refused to see that he was the problem after 10,000 failed options. So we can see that in Pete Buttigieg 2020, even though he won't win the election, the underdogs are fun, and we can at least enjoy the ride. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Woo! There you go, Damon. We're all so proud of you. Can we just give it up for the fact that this man did a over 5-minute plank?
That was 6 minutes. Whew. If my time allocation had been better, I could have kept it to 5:30, but I... Yeah.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yep. My roommate Madeline's making an appearance.
Special guest appearance.
Yay!
Yay! Well, that was it. On to our next bet. I think we have Steph and Damon. You know what? Let's give Damon a little break. He's just basically like
a little break.
shook more than a, I don't even know.
I'm gonna get
Shook more than a sinner in church.
I'll be like a sinner in church.
Just, you know.
So my sister just spent $2 to see T's class.
Okay.
So I can do that next. The other thing is, okay, so my phone's on like 8%, and my video's on my phone. Does anyone have a charger? Okay, perfect.
So what are we doing? So my sister just donated $2 to T.
Yeah, to the sister.
Because she wants to see T's floss.
Woo! Woo!
So we're gonna show that next in just a little bit. Once my phone gets plugged in.
Right. So for everybody who doesn't know, T is our very dear Professor Chaplin's daughter. And she's basically our best friend.
I just need it.
Oh, I have an outlet, an extension. What?
Because then I look confused.
Okay.
Oh, you have to.
Oh, do you girl, let me do that instead.
Okay, come on.
She just pulled out a whole.
I have.
She goes, oh, I have
Hey,
Oh my God.
I am always prepared. I got extension cords in my backpack,
Damon got
and I got the horses in the back. No, nobody got that. Nobody heard that. I know somebody out there heard it.
Can you ask? Did Laura want the whole song or like?
She wants
Did it?
sing as much Bohemian Rhapsody that you know, and must include the operative section.
Okay, so we'll.
So we'll wait for Damon to get situated after his 6-minute playing.
So that's the one at the end, right? The operative
I
section.
think so, yeah.
What song is this again?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh no, it's Mamma Mia. Wait, no.
Wait,
No, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian
I
Right,
know
Mamma
that.
Mia is in it.
Mama. Was
With
it
the
that
words.
song?
Oh, but
Oh yeah, Mamma Mia. Okay.
the opera.
Wait, Mamma Mia.
Sorry, right.
No, like the words are in it. Like,
Yeah, Mamma Mia, Figaro.
Oh yeah, Figaro.
Yeah.
Figaro,
Alright.
Figaro.
So let me show the video.
Can we all sing it together?
Mamma
I don't know
Mia.
if you specifically want to
Here
do
we
it
go
too.
again.
Can we all sing it together though? I need some support
That was
for
for
my
you, Lord.
weak voice today.
Okay, T's coming up.
should I just put this up to the camera?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Let me know that you can see it, okay?
Okay.
Oh, Justin, someone paid me $10.
Who
Justin
is it?
Stanis.
Justin,
For what?
oh my gosh,
I know,
what
it's
did
not
you
in
do?
there.
Oh, is that your boyfriend?
That's my boyfriend.
Oh boy, what does
Oh,
he want?
boy.
What does he want you to do?
What do you want me to do, babe?
$10.
$10 for what? You know what you can do? Choose off the menu.
Or he can create his own.
No, we don't want him to create his own.
Okay.
No. We can. Okay, so what did I have
let-
for $10?
Okay, so this is T. This is her doing the floss for $2. Oh, go T!
Woo! Go team!
Yay.
And then we'll $10 more.
Good
Would you like $10 more?
floss.
So that was 80. So let's do
So
like
92. It's right 92 now.
Justin, what do you want me to do?
Hey,
You're
do you know how to do the floss?
No.
I'm gonna
I don't know how to do it either.
I'm gonna
I
slide
think you
down
have to like
here.
sway your hips a little. Like,
Hold on, I'm going
Oh,
to.
like- okay.
send
I don't
this
know how to do it
out.
fast.
Me either.
I like can't keep my body going.
I've never gone flossing trend. I think it's a fun dance. So.
Isn't that right?
$2.15.
So
$10 for Damon. I don't know what I do. $10 for Okay, so we're at $90.
whoa, yeah. So Justin can have 2 autographed pictures of me if he really wants.
Since we're so close to 100. Okay. It's we're at $92 right now. So thanks so much, everyone. So far, we're at $92.
92.
Yes.
Woo woo.
How many viewers do we have? We have one more viewer, so I gotta do a high
Oh
kick.
my gosh, high kick for viewer.
Woo!
Okay, so are we doing Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys.
Are we gonna like sing along?
Do you know
or-
it? Like by heart?
Kind of.
That's it.
So Laura just wants as much as you know.
Oh, so not looking at lyrics? I'm gonna look
You
at
can't
lyrics.
look at
Okay.
lyrics.
But, oh yeah, but not just okay.
Do we want
But you have to do
a little
that.
bit?
So
I
this
can
is
do
what.
this.
Should we get some music in the background?
Yeah, if we get like the karaoke version, I feel like I can't work
I got
under these
you.
circumstances. Like I just really need some.
Yeah. I can't remember like
Yeah, I can't
where
remember
the
how it
song's
goes.
going
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Do we just want to like sing along with it?
yes.
Here, I
that's
got
probably
it.
Oh, that's
Okay, we're doing high pitch.
Oh,
Man, this is a
sure.
6-minute song. She's really.
Hi, Laura. Thanks for
Milking
thanks for that.
Or do you need the lyrics or anything?
I think if I had the song, I can do it.
I love that.
So we're supposed to do it.
Hi, Laura. Thanks for.
Ah!
Thanks for
Oh wait, we gotta turn this off for a second. Escape from reality. Like, how high does she want it?
As high as you can go.
Should we? I feel like this has to be a group cut first.
Can we all do it, Laura? Can we all do it? Very high pitch together.
Okay, so should we turn this up or what?
She wants air guitars.
Air guitars.
There's no guitar right now.
There's no
Oh,
guitar.
I meant like she's gonna want air guitars.
You guys still look like that too. Words.
Dance.
Just kill the man. Gun against his head. Oh my God, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun. Now
It starts out quiet.
Oh, Sam wants you to do 10 push-ups.
Do it right now. Do it right
Do it
now.
now, yeah, come
Oh my
on.
gosh, 10 push-ups. Oh, I need to take my glasses off for this.
to make you cry.
Is it Damon or Freddie Mercury? I don't know.
I don't know. Here you go. This one's for you, Sam.
It's gonna be pretty epic.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
She's having a great falsetto.
Down my spine, body's aching all the time.
How do you know so many words?
I've got to go. Gotta leave you on the high and face the truth.
Jimmy, you gotta get in this. You gotta stand up, bro.
Mama. I don't wanna die. Sometimes I wish I'd never been born at all.
We're supposed to do this back thing.
This is my move. I'm the background
Playing the
dancer.
piano. No, you gotta be the drums, Kayla.
I see a little silhouette of
Oh,
a
ooh.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, came into the fandango.
Galileo, Galileo, Galileo.
Nobody loves me. Sparing his life from this monstrosity. Let me go, will you let me go? It's still our love. We will not let you go. It's still our, we will not let you go. It's still our, we will not let you go. Will not let you go. Never, never, never let me go. No, 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 no. Oh, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me. For me.
You tried.
This song is so long. This song is at least 2 minutes too long.
Laura, are you satisfied?
My eyes. So you think you can help me and leave me to die?
Kayla, you gotta join us.
Oh,
Wait.
baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right
Yeah,
out of you.
Steph, you were supposed to be in this. I'm taking over. You gotta go. Yeah, you were
The
paying for
dramatic
this.
laugh.
The dramatic last part, you too.
No, it's not.
Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters.
Oh, it's kind of like a jazz dance.
Oh, we're doing jazz. Is it not over yet?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, this song is 2 minutes too long.
Okay,
Let's
It's
call
over,
it
it's done.
over.
That's the
I think it's over.
Yay.
All right, good job, guys.
Jonathan says I want Davila to give herself bangs.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
Well, let me check my phone because there's a possibility that you
no,
get
he's
bangs.
getting
You gotta pay for it though. You gotta pay for it.
someone.
It's not funny. I think he's kidding.
Uh-oh. Is that a yes statement?
Well, unless it's on the, it could be on the GoFundMe.
Please, that's what's on the phone.
That would be really. I would thank you, Jonathan, for your generosity. If you put that on the GoFundMe, you're a hero to us all.
Do you think he would do something?
He knows I don't want to do it.
He knows you don't want to do it.
Oh, yep. That's $200 on the GoFundMe.
All
Thank you, Jonathan. Let's start filling this bad boy up.
Let's
And
go.
let's get a chair for
Davila.
Davila.
Let's go. Here we go. I still have to. You could take a moment to relax. Just hone it in. I still have to do.
And then
right? Do the same.
yes, I
So,
believe so.
We're at.
They don't even
Justin
know.
donated
Yeah, so we're
$10.
at,
Thank you so much,
302.
Justin. I am going to talk about how good UNLV is, which is where he goes to school. University of Nevada, Las Vegas. How long do I have for this? A minute? Perfect. So I'm going to go on a little minute spiel. University of Nevada, Las Vegas is the best school in the West Coast. They have great sports right next to a beautiful city of Las Vegas. You know, the sports in 1991, I believe, were they won the March Madness championship against Duke. So great athletics, great sports. They have soccer, volleyball, basketball, football. Oh yeah, they won the Red Cannon for whatever that means. Nobody really knows that. But let me explain. So the Red Cannon is this tradition with the rival school, Reno, University of Nevada in Reno, is their rival school, and they have this tradition where whoever wins the football game gets the cannon. So for the rest of the year, they get the cannon because they won the football game this football season. So go UNLV, good job. That was a minute. UNLV, Ale.
That's my like.
Okay.
I like that.
In the meantime, we had Kayla filling in. You know what? Let's bring you guys a little closer. Let's show you guys what we got going on over here.
Hi.
There's Kayla. Say hi, everybody. Oh, I meant say hi, Kayla, to everybody. So here's our goal. Kayla, you want to talk about what this goal is for and what we're going to be doing with all this money?
So we are currently raising to give to the Ronald McDonald House. We're making care packages for the Ronald McDonald House at Mary's Children's Hospital downtown. And so we are raising money so that we can purchase items in order to get those care packages taken care of. So thank you guys so much for that money.
Thank you, everybody. Steph.
Yes. Yeah, no, definitely donate because this isn't for us. I wish it was because y'all are raising a lot of money. But it's for like kids up to 18 years of age that are in need of a lot of help. We're going to be putting those care packages together this Saturday at our service day. So help us out.
Yeah, help us out. We're wow, that is growing. Ding ding a ling. Oh man.
The other half.
Wait,
are
we up that high?
Do we need 2 markers at a time?
Yeah.
2 markers at a time?
Yeah, that's probably.
Oh, we got
Double fisted with the markers. So yeah, this is a great cause. We're gonna be helping out the children at Lurie's Children Hospital in Chicago.
back to our regularly scheduled programming. We have Davila, who's about to get things.
How are you doing that? Like,
I have no idea.
You know what, Davila? I'm a pro hair cutter. You could ask my brothers. I cut their hair all the time. I got it. Here we go. Here we go.
We're
We're
gonna-
doing this right now.
We're doing
Let's
this right
do it.
now. What do you
We're
mean?
doing it now.
Wait, hold on.
We're doing it live.
What do you mean we're doing
Hold on, wait till I
Cutting my hair.
Yeah.
Cutting?
Yeah.
How?
Ow, with
Use
scissors.
scissors,
With
yeah.
scissors.
We're
And then I promise I will make
Everything
it.
that you put on the thing has to be done like right here on camera.
Yeah.
Oh, generally. I mean, there's some where you can like.
All right,
you
let's
like,
go, Davila.
if you do, like, the design.
Does anyone know how to do bangs?
I got it.
I kind of sort of do.
Oh, what a great answer. That was my favorite.
I have a hairbrush.
Yeah, I'll get
My-
hold
Like, yeah, it's like kind of.
I mean, I
Oh, and
used to
then
work
$10 more.
at.
$10 more. Sam sent $10.
Thanks, Sam.
Sam. We were at 302. Now we're at 312.
In the meantime, Seth, how was your day?
My day was great.
Hey, Damon.
Long.
Elaine
Fun.
Rock.
I don't know.
A little bit of everything. That was hairbrush talk with
Okay,
Seth.
yeah, I can.
Hairbrush.
That's my mom.
Can you check?
Hey, Damon's mom.
Yeah, she would have done it over the GoFundMe. She doesn't use Venmo because she watches Pod Save America and they always talk about the Cash App. And so we are strictly a Cash App family, except for me. I use Venmo.
We should have a little break for ads.
We should, yeah.
Yeah.
This is brought to you by,
Do you want
Group me.
no, kind of Group Me,
Should
yeah.
we like advertise like mom's consulting business?
No, we don't need to do that. She's
No.
fine.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. There's nothing on her head, but maybe she's.
If anybody
Yeah.
would like to,
Or
send
she
a
also
little-
could have Cash Apped it to me.
I have a
I didn't
little
account for that. She
secret
does have a Cash
present.
App.
For anybody who
Yeah,
would
whatever.
like to
Sam sent
donate,
me $10, and Sam sent
$5.
So I owe you 80.
I have this beautiful picture of me here trying to look like Steve Jobs in my black turtleneck. Funny story, let me tell you guys. So, I went for an interview and then we had like one of our meetings and I was looking like
Steph,
this
I have your tea over there.
and I came back and Damon's like, oh my god, is that Steve Jobs? And I'm like, yeah, Steve Jobs, because I just got the job.
Do you have any like any like
So, yeah, for anybody who likes this, I will
I don't
live
think so.
sign autograph signature.
Take a little sugar.
All that good
No,
stuff.
no, I'll
Live
figure it out.
for anybody who
Figure it out.
donates $5. And you can hang this up of me looking like Steve Jobs. Because I got the job. And hopefully, if you get this picture, you will get a job on the next time you go on an interview because you have a picture of me looking like Steve Jobs. And if you have a picture of me looking like Steve Jobs, you'll get the job. All right, now we're going to go to Davila because that was kind of a lot. Okay, let's go Davila.
Elaine messaged something.
Oh my god.
Elaine wanted a breath holding contest and wants Demon to explain the plot of all the Rocky movies.
Yeah, explain the plot of
Rush
Rocky
Bros.
movies while balancing.
You know, I think the nice side.
Did Elaine donate?
Let's just.
It's
I'm
fine.
sure-
Wait, I
I'm
didn't
sure-
finish
I'm
brushing my
sure
hair.
she
Did it break?
or will
I can
in
still
a-
use the rubber band.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't know she was in the.
Yeah, no,
Just like
I'll send her a text.
and try to hold it like
At the like bristles.
yeah, try to hold it.
Excuse me.
Can I do side bangs from?
Yeah, you can look at it.
Whatever you want.
Sit on the chair.
Jonathan
we'll
wasn't
consult.
specific enough, so
We'll give
we
you
do
two
front
real quick.
bangs, side bangs. Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
I worked at
Whatever,
you know, so I should, this should be a piece of cake.
yeah.
Okay, I just
So are we
got
double teaming?
I just got the donation from my mom. So
For how much?
if you went for 50, so that's more than what she needs at 50.
Who wants to fill in? We got another $50 donation.
Let's do it! Here, let's double team.
Okay, so we have to do breath holding contest, and I have to do the plot explaining.
Are we all doing breath holding?
Yeah, our breath holding contest is everyone.
Okay, let's do it. If the balloons are any indication, Devilla's gonna be last.
I can do a side bang. Don't you worry, Jamil. We got you. You're gonna look great.
Okay. So,
Fine.
is everyone ready to do a breath holding contest once you're done with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, we'll save the bags until we have a little bit of a dead time.
Oh,
Okay.
it's not to play some over a minute 20 please.
What?
Minute to win it.
Oh yeah, we do. Things have been pretty hectic. I think in my.
How much have
Hey,
we raised?
Super Patrick here on the Team QuanTâm YouTube channel.
We were at
I always wanted to
360.
say that.
We're at 362.
362. Okay. Breath holding contest. Everyone,
How are we like?
Oh,
just go. I mean, I'll just count down and hold your breath.
do we have to like look at the camera when we
Sure,
do it?
everyone, yeah.
Okay.
I'm really bad at this.
Okay.
I always lost in choir.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What's the countdown look like?
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I'm done.
I didn't want to be the first.
I didn't want to be the first one to go, so I was like,
I would die in a body of water, and that's for sure.
wait, look at Steph's face.
You should.
Don't look at him. Wait, don't look, tell them that.
How is your body so stupid?
He's breathing through his nose. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
He's gonna pass out.
Are you guys? He's not even turning red.
I couldn't do it.
Damon won.
Damon, you won.
That's impressive.
You can breathe. You can breathe now.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow,
Right.
that's
It's those cross-country
Like
ones.
he did, because
cross country lungs.
Yeah, like
I
that.
need myself a pair of those.
Okay.
Okay.
And now
Wow.
the Rocky. Do you want to do that? Okay.
Well, you can do your Rocky while we cut my bangs.
Yeah,
Sure, that works.
perfect.
Hold on. Okay. So.
Take a seat in our chair.
Take a seat. Welcome to the Carol and Kayla Beauty Salon. Hey. Hi.
Okay, guys, it's okay.
Wait, do you have the
because-
scissors? Do you want like a bowl or something for my hair to go in, or?
We could just sweep it up.
It's okay, guys. So let me give you some background. So I did work at Paul Mitchell for a couple of years.
A little bit more.
And so I have some experience with hair. Now, my journey with hair includes hair washing, and that's pretty much where it stopped. I was joking, girl.
Am I in
But
the shot?
so I haven't really done much cutting. But I think, what do you guys think? Are you guys thinking side bang?
Please don't leave it up to them.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe do
Because
that.
they're gonna give me front bangs, so.
Is this the part that you want?
Yes.
Scissors that we're using?
Yeah, I
I can't
guess.
do the cut.
Am I in the
Okay.
shot?
Do
Are
the
we
part.
gonna? So we're gonna cut. from this
Oh,
side.
oh,
Yeah,
you're in the
because
shot.
I was gonna do my thing.
Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
All right, so
Okay.
I'm gonna try to like each movie that I explain is gonna be a checkpoint because I don't know if I can keep this going.
Do it.
So
Okay.
in the
We can just brush it.
in the first Rocky movie, Rocky is very down on his luck. A lot of people don't realize that he is connected to organized crime. He is an enforcer for the mob. He's just really not a good guy. He's kind of an amateur boxer. He loses. Actually, he barely wins a match against a guy named Spider. And so, he's not having a great time. He's in Philadelphia and he's just kind of sad. It's a lot of sad walking around Philadelphia. And then we meet the heavyweight champion of the world, Apollo Creed, who is based on Muhammad Ali, this kind of larger than life figure. And he is going to do a title defense, but then his challenger gets hurt. And so he's like, this is going to be the American dream. I'm going to give an underdog a shot at the title. And so they find Rocky, and he ends up picking Rocky just because of his name, his nickname, the Italian Stallion. And so,
No.
oh my gosh, this is harder than I thought it would be. Okay, so Rocky meets Adrian from the pet store. They start falling in love. Rocky doesn't want to do the fight at first, but then he decides he will. He trains really, really hard. And then he ends up doing the fight, and then he ends up losing, but he took Apollo Creed to 15 rounds, so it doesn't matter. Everyone's like, yeah, Rocky's great. On to Rocky 2. So Now Apollo Creed is getting all this hate because everyone's like, you didn't actually beat Rocky. You didn't knock him down. And so Apollo wants a rematch so he can show that the first match was just a complete fluke. And then Rocky is like, no, I'm going to retire from boxing because of the brain damage. And you can see that Rocky wanting to retire because of brain damage is a really common theme in Rocky. And so Apollo Creed keeps trying to convince him to go. And he only decides to do the rematch because he runs into some financial trouble. Again, another theme in Rocky. So they basically end up very similar to last time. Training, going. And then they end up doing the fight. And then Apollo is actually ahead the entire time. He's ahead on the card. So all Rocky needs to do. Oh my god. I really wish I could see Davila's hair now. Like this is killing me. All Apollo needs to do is basically stay standing. But he really wants to knock Rocky out. And so he's just way too aggressive.
You just like cut straight down. That's why I kept showing you to go down.
So he's way too aggressive. And then
I'm so excited.
What's this?
At this point, I need to go front bangs because of what she did.
Oh no.
I thought that's what you were going for.
No, I was doing side bangs.
I think it looks good.
Do it.
I think it looks good, guys.
Okay,
I hope, Jonathan,
I'm
that
taking
was
a
worth-
pause from my thing.
I hope that was worth $200 because she just chopped my hair straight down.
It looks good.
Throw back to when I was 12. So
You know, it honestly doesn't look that bad. Now that I came back to it, it could be
You can
worse.
save that for Jonathan.
does anyone have bobby pins?
Yeah,
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
All right, go ahead, continue
Yeah, I'm gonna
yours.
finish through my thing
Here,
because
I can style this.
hold on, I'm gonna sit down actually now.
I'm gonna give myself front bangs.
Okay.
Probably.
So
Because it usually
Rocky 2, Apollo wants a rematch. Rocky does it. Rocky needs money, so he decides to do a rematch. They start fighting. Rocky is down the whole match. Oh my gosh. But then Apollo ends up being too aggressive because he wants to knock Rocky out. And so then he ends up leaving an opening for Rocky to knock him out. And so Rocky wins. He's the champion. He shouts, "Yo, Adrian, we did it." Now to Rocky 3. Rocky has just come off 10 title defenses. And so he's high on the world. He's up there with like one of the greatest boxers of all time. And then there's this kind of young, brash, new contender named Clubber Lang, played by Mr. T, who wants to fight him. And originally Rocky's like, no. But then he gets challenged in public, and then he's like, all right, Clubber Lang, I'll fight you. And so his trainer says, you shouldn't have fought Clubber Lang. The 10 title defenses you had are just weak. You've gone soft. Then Rocky says, I'll show you. And then he ends up getting beat by Clubber Lang pretty bad. He just gets worked. Clubber Lang has kind of a Mike Tyson style, throwing real powerhouse punches. And so Rocky just gets worked. But then he ends up working on a rematch, and this is where Eye of the Tiger comes in. He trains really hard. Then right before the match, Clubber Lang runs into Rocky's trainer, who is like 65, and not older than 65. He's like 70. And Clubber Lang literally kills Rocky's trainer. Like, he dies directly before this fight. Like, this is probably the moment where the series got, like, it was already ridiculous. It got super ridiculous now. Super ridiculous. And so then Rocky, enraged, now he has the Eye of the Tiger because Clubber Lang killed his trainer. And so he knocks out Clubber Lang. He's the heavyweight champion of the world again. Now to Rocky 4. Rocky wants to retire because he's really worried about brain damage. There are 6 Rocky movies. I'll run through the other ones real quick. There's a Russian boxer, Ivan Dragic, played by Dolph Lundgren. And he's basically represents all of communism. He's taking steroids. He fights Apollo Creed, who has this really, American-centric entrance to the ring. And then Ivan Drago kills Apollo Creed in the ring because Rocky wouldn't throw in the towel. Rocky was Apollo's training with Apollo at the time. And so Apollo's like dead. And now Rocky's like, I'm going to avenge your death.
Can we raise another $25? My sister donated.
Okay. So, and she, so basically tries to avenge his death. He's going to fight Ivan Drago. He ends up having to go to Russia to train, like, in the cold. He eats a bunch of raw eggs. Then finally he fights and ends up beating him and proving that the United States will power over communism. You can very much, the movie's very dated. You can very much tell it's an 80s movie. Very Cold War. Then Rocky V is the worst Rocky. Everyone hates it. Rocky is basically just mentoring this guy the entire time. His name is Tommy Gunn. He's a contender working through the ranks, but he's not that good. Then there's this other contender, Union Kane, who ends up working his way through the ranks, and then he wins the title, but everyone's like, oh, it doesn't actually count because you didn't beat Rocky. Rocky's retired because of the brain damage and vacated the title. Oh my gosh. And so now
You can do it.
And vacated the title. And so now Tommy Gunn ends up fighting Union Kane. But before, Tommy and Rocky had a fight because Tommy was getting involved with this sleazy mob character. And and then Tommy ends up winning, but everyone says, oh, you still wouldn't beat Rocky, so you're not the real champion. So then him and Rocky, who's like 50 at this point, just have like a street fight. Like they just go out and like he gets thrown on the hood of a car, and then Rocky ends up beating Tommy Gunn. And then he goes to his, also his wife has died in this movie. Another thing people forget. And then, which I say because after he just kind of wins in this street fight, this guy who has won multiple heavyweight championships of the world just goes to his wife's grave and is like, yo, Adrian, we did it. After just like winning like a street fight at the age of 50. Like it's kind of a sad movie. And then Rocky Balboa is the last one. It's kind of a reboot. Sylvester Stallone's really old. Basically, there's this kind of like video game type simulation that tries to show this like new up-and-comer how he would fare against Rocky Balboa in his prime. And it says that Balboa would win. And so the guy is really angry about it. And so he kind of wants to challenge. And then so it's just about this kind of like reboot fight where Rocky's training. He's really old at this point. And so he ends up fighting and he loses, but he goes the distance. And so then he's kind of happy. It's kind of about Rocky growing older and coming to terms with that. He learns how to be a father. And that's all 6 Rocky movies. You don't need to watch them now. You should watch the first one. The first one's good.
You didn't pick.
All the rest of them. Okay. So now someone please do something else.
Yay!
I've decided I'm going to cut pieces of my hair in solidarity.
Are you really?
In solidarity. You heard it here, folks.
Are you really doing that?
Oh wait, before we do that.
Oh yeah, and I cut my hair too.
Where?
Just kidding.
I just wanted to confirm. Rachel Doherty asked me for a report on a movie. That movie is going to be Carol, so I will get that to you, Rachel.
How much is that?
$20. And so that's
Thank
a
you,
6-page
Rachel.
report on Carol. It's coming to you, Rachel.
Woo!
We're,
Yeah, Rachel.
if we got $20, we met our goal.
Did we meet our goal?
Yeah, we're
Yeah!
Woo!
Should we hit the whoa? That was bad.
Did we say we were going to do something if we met our goal?
You're literally
No.
going like this.
Was
that bad? Teach me how to do it.
And let's
Round.
Oh, round?
let's
You go. I have scissors in my hand.
Okay. Is that
Okay, so Willem got a donation.
Oh, Willem.
So
Are you gonna cut the piece of my hair in solidarity?
Here,
Yes.
hold on. Show everybody.
I just wanted to do Willem's milk drinking,
Show everyone.
and we're gonna show Professor Chaplin.
We reached our goal, everyone.
But we're still collecting donations.
We have another one going in the back.
So first we're gonna show Willem He's gonna drink 32 ounces of milk in under a minute.
Oh my God.
And then we're gonna show Professor Chaplin. She's gonna hula hoop while eating an apple. So we'll start with Willem, and this is a donation from my sister Gavia. So thank you. Thank you.
32.
32. I wonder if his stomach did after that. I'm sure it did.
Oh, Jacob asked you to see the
cookies.
makeover. I'm receiving the makeover.
Oh,
Yes. I'm pretty sure if he says, Jacob, you should get that because
Okay.
I'm looking rough right now.
Do we have a new goal, y'all?
32 ounces of milk for charity.
Let's say 700. Let's set it high.
Oh my God.
That is 32 ounces of milk.
Oh, geez,
Wow. I can see your bones getting stronger already.
You can do it!
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's almost done. I'm brain freeze.
This is that's
I'm
so
mad that
much.
they have a cup that
Right.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys have a glass that big.
I'm trying to get that 32 ounce glass.
Done. Go Willem.
Right there.
And then we have the one, the only Professor Chaplin, who is gonna hula hoop, and I don't see the apple, but we'll see if she'll pull an apple.
someone's gonna throw it through.
There it is.
Oh my God.
Wow, I'm so proud.
Oh my
Look at Willem at the end. Good job, Professor Chaplin.
Especially when Chaplin doesn't have any hips. I don't know.
Okay, so Jacob.
So how
paid-
much do you want to cut?
I'll tell you.
Jacob paid $15 for a rhetorical inquiry while looking hot. So I don't know if that's just the makeover or what that is.
Yes, the makeover.
Or if I have to do something, I don't know what the rhetorical inquiry part is. Do I have to like?
What is a rhetorical inquiry in the first place?
Like a question is kind of.
Where am I starting? Right
I mean,
here?
rhetoric is just a message.
Where you're just like asking a question.
I don't know. It could have just been a joke in the Venmo request.
Just put some water on.
Awesome
I'm
job.
trying
And don't throw it back up.
We just cut some of Kayla's hair off. No big deal.
That was really hard
Can
for
you
you.
see what's in the chat?
Oh,
Step
okay.
one.
I wonder what that's gonna look like when I take my hair out of a bun.
Okay.
I'll just-
So I have a so another impromptu. After I do the makeover, I have to do an impromptu. Is the thing that
Oh,
it is.
I
So
have the
whose
prompt,
whose
so let
makeup
me
am
know
I
when
using
you're
for a
ready.
makeover?
Yeah. So after the
Oh.
makeover, I do the impromptu while made over.
Did Jacob pay you double for this, or like?
He did both of them, so it's not like
You want to
he did do the makeover and the this.
Oh,
So
okay. Do we
Yeah,
need to
that's
add the other donation to here? Or no?
I don't think I should.
yeah, it's 15.
We'll see what
Just
we
add
do.
15.
Oh,
to the-
15.
Yeah.
So I'm
Okay, so who's gonna make me over?
So me and Kayla are gonna do it.
This is gonna be 500.
Because I don't know if Venmo you what yet.
700.
I'll just add. I can make sure that we get everything after when we're not in the. Okay. So let's go. Come on, chop chop. I need some. I need to be beautified. Let's go. Come on.
Kara,
Let's
is
get
this
it
it?
going.
That's it.
My sister just wrote, who will
So
wax
right
an
now
eyebrow off for an
Right now, I guess
offer?
we're at
Wax
2.
an eyebrow off.
Man, I got like work. That'd take like
Yeah.
$300. I would wax an eyebrow off.
17 now.
God, that's wax though too. Make it 400. Because that's gonna be painful.
I would give it 1,000.
I have that.
Why do you have wax?
Also, one. I'd rather just have
Your
both.
backpack. What do you carry around?
I'm just kidding. I don't have it. I do have it, but I don't have
Okay.
it.
We just got a donation for $100 from Sam.
Whoa.
She hasn't decided who's getting it yet.
Okay.
It made me nervous.
But go ahead and fill it in.
Okay.
Yes.
Kayla, you can.
Thank you very much for
What do we got in
for
here?
helping me out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got some foundation. Right. Oh, this is
I've
gonna be
only
great.
been in drag
Is
once,
that
but it was
concealer?
very fun.
What is this?
That concealer.
Wait, are you okay with us using this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, is
I
that
guess,
Okay, so some background. I've never, and I only know mascara. So whatever else I'm doing is probably wrong.
that's fine. I've
never done any.
Wait, can I? I know a lot about makeup. Can I do?
But that's what's funny about it. I don't know what
okay.
I'm doing.
Well,
See
you
if that
got
does
it.
anything.
if that. Well, I think it's gonna do something.
Give date. That was this a concealer?
Yeah, that looks like.
How do you know it's concealer?
I know a little bit about makeup.
Wait, can we get a little closer so we can get like a zoom in?
Makeup's just lights and darks.
So, Professor Chaplin told you to check your phone for donation. My sister's offering $150 for you to wax her eyebrows.
150 won't do it.
Sorry, Gavia.
That's no.
Eyebrows are different than head hair. They
Yeah.
take a
Wait,
long
but if you
time.
donate, how much was it? 75? Can you do 75 for your shaved head?
Yeah, sure.
Yes!
So,
We're gonna shave Damon's head!
So if you donate 75, Damon will shave his whole head.
Yes.
It's gonna be
So I'm
Damon.
checking my phone for donations.
the call staff. We're all shaving our heads.
Jacob. did
Wait, do you have to do the makeup?
It could be anyone.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah,
We're
anyone
gonna
can.
split. I'm gonna start with foundation.
Mhm.
Wait, no, it's just.
Oh, concealer. Can I put concealer under your eyes?
Split it.
Yep, that's
I
fine.
just put some on there.
Oh, we're starting with concealer.
Is this one?
Do you want me to tell me if you want them open or closed?
This is like when the YouTube girls are like,
Yeah.
this is CoverGirl True Blend. This is
I
the
don't think
matte
there's no
shade.
concealer in here.
No, there's not.
This is shade.
Totally run out.
Clearly not.
But yeah, hold on. Let me try to get it. Let me get it.
This is
Where's the
shade.
concealer?
The concealer.
I can like squeeze it out.
Oh, this is shade Golden Natural.
So I got a quick pay payment from, I assume it's Lon, because she's the Professor Chaplin, because she's the one that has my quick pay. So that is
Professor
$5.
Chaplin, what do you want him to do for $5?
Or anyone, I mean.
Or any, yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't make me cut any more hair, please.
Okay, we're going here. Wow, I'm gonna be looking nice with. If
You're
they
gonna
get the
look
shaved
so
head and this,
good.
I'm gonna be looking. Gonna have a look going.
There we go. All right, we're ready. Come on, I need to do that.
Oh, concealer.
This is so fun. I always wanted to do my brother's makeup, but they would never let me. So. Okay, hold on. Wait, I need to like actually like running out.
Now we're at 123.
There we go.
523.
I have a different shirt I'm gonna put on too. So I have a very.
So right now,
Stylish.
Brand's asking 150
Okay,
for eyebrows,
you
but we're
wanna,
saying no to
Make
that.
sure. To, like,
But she's gonna do-
this.
Damon, you're shaving your head
Great,
For
75.
150.
for 75.
75.
You're
Okay.
fine. You're fine. You're
Okay,
fine.
So
Go,
thank
go,
you,
go.
Brandon. That's my
Go.
sister's boyfriend who's gonna donate.
Keep your face straight and just look your eyes up. There you go.
To do that, to shave head, we should probably get some just paper to put down.
So Steph, this one's for you.
What is that?
T wants you to speed count to 100 in a foreign language.
Ooh. T, what foreign language? We'll pull up.
Just look your eyes
We'll
up.
pull up like any language.
Let's fill in for 75.
Preferably 75.
Yep.
Preferably something with a Latin root.
And then another $5, so $80 total.
I did the $5 that Lon sent.
Okay. So
Yeah,
then
let's round it out.
$75 for Damon's
So we
head.
want to start off like
So,
that. Get the under eyes.
All right, about
Get the dark
200,
circles because
right?
Damon here has been sitting up all night. You know, it's
Okay.
been stressful. Kind
Just
of.
fill it to 200. It's only $7 away.
I made it.
Jacob
Get in
just,
there.
Jacob just Venmoed me $3 with the message, "Take it easy on him," and I love McDonald's. Thank you, Jacob. It's fine.
Okay.
They can beat my face up.
Damon, this is up to you.
Yeah.
So my sister boyfriend on camera wants you to shave just the middle of your head for 100.
No, I have like
And
a.
then off camera you can shave off the rest.
Oh,
But they
sure.
want to see just the middle.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the rest of the telethon on your head will be shaved in the middle.
Your
Yeah.
eyes. Just your eyes.
That's fine. As long as I can get it like regular after.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Did someone send you $3?
Yeah, just for it. I don't think it was for anything though. I think it was just a joke. Jacob's
You
a
can do
funny
this
guy.
part. You can do this part.
Next we have the foundation.
Thanks,
So
Jacob.
I like to dot, so you're just going to dot just like that.
We are at 201 currently.
I feel like we can't really get like a good.
Playing a dangerous game here.
I was not trying to get this. I was trying to get it like over. That did not work out. As I.
Don't worry, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's like the most important thing when you do your makeup for all the boys out there.
You wanna make sure
You wanna
that
make
it's
sure
even.
it's even. You blend it out.
All right, so
You know.
I'm just gonna.
There you go.
do that,
And you don't want to forget like the neck.
Yeah.
Like you want to make sure that like your
See, I
head.
knew you needed to do the circular motions with the
Yes.
foundation.
You see?
It's
Oh my gosh, he knows his stuff.
You're fine.
just want to go ahead and make sure that's
Yeah.
it's coming nice. Great skin to work.
Great
Thank
skin.
you.
I'll come back in for your.
Yeah.
22, 23, 24, 25,
All right.
26, 27, 28,
There you go.
30,
Having so much fun.
Don't worry.
Okay,
I have
Sam's
an
requests are in.
Oh my gosh, Sam.
So, Carolina, you're gonna sing your Spanish song.
Adios míos.
Kayla, you have to do 5 burpees.
Okay.
Steph, since Tia already requested for the 100, Sam did 2, so you can do 2 separate languages if you know them, or you can just the one time is fine. Otherwise, I can ask
Did
Sam.
we already put Sam's number on here?
The 100, yes.
Okay.
And then I have to give Kayla a makeover.
Oh my god.
And then Carol, she wants your Steve Jobs autograph.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this all we're doing, or are we doing mascara too?
Oh yeah, we're up to the mess.
We're doing everything.
Okay.
We're doing everything.
So
Let's do a live.
If you want to get other stuff going while this is going
Yeah.
on,
We're
we can
gonna do my
yeah.
picture. Sam, you're gonna get a job because you're gonna have this picture from Steve Jobs. Here's a live look at me autographing this while I look like Steve Jobs. Do you wanna hold this for a second, please, for me? Okay, amazing. We're gonna do a live.
Steph, will you know how to do this to Damon? Damon, this is
A
your
live signature.
That's what he wants.
Oh, the kind of yeah. That'll be hard with my hair. You can do kind of.
we'll figure it out.
I don't take care of it at all, so that's surprising to hear.
Alright, go ahead. Really great skin.
There you go. There's autograph signature. Love you, Sam. This is coming to you. Thanks again.
Beautiful. Beautiful cheekbone. Okay.
Oh my gosh, your cheekbones are just beautiful. Wow.
All right. And the final. You just want to look straight.
Okay, so we have 19 minutes left, and we have to shave Damon's head.
Oh my gosh.
So
And I'm gonna sing
let's
in
start.
Spanish.
While Kayla does her burpees, you'll do your speed count to
Well,
100.
I count 100 while I'm shaving Damon's head. Oh, no.
Yeah, so we'll do, because that's like the last thing we'll do. That's like our big finale.
Okay.
No, I got to do the impromptu as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
But I can do it after I do all this stuff.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so
Voila. This is your everyday look.
Wait, did you do the brows?
Oh, I didn't do the
Oh my
brows.
gosh, girl, you gotta.
Where's the brows?
This one. This one here.
it's just a nice look. This is just solid.
It is a nice look.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's a great everyday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Kayla, you're next.
All right.
I don't know anything about makeup, so.
Wow, Damon,
Okay.
I've seen you on the
Just not for anything,
camera.
'cause we
Yeah.
have to go somewhere.
That's a good everyday look.
Thank you. Yeah, I do. I like what you guys did.
We're gonna do what you can.
I think it'll match with the hairstyle too.
Oh, fill in a little
Damon,
You know,
it's
watch it
actually the
over here,
perfect
like-
time for cutting it because for the summer, it's going to be so nice to have short hair.
Yeah, I'm actually liking that. It also grows. My hair grows like a weed, so it'll be probably 2 weeks before it's not back to this, but like
So you want it like no guard. Like that's what I did when I come. I mean,
so they're doing it like a goofy, like George Costanza style, like at the beginning.
And then off camera we'll shave the rest off.
Yeah.
Brandon wants to see that.
the circle.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's just
do
brush it out.
So go ahead and do your burpees. You have 5 to do. And then after your burpees, I'll do your makeover. And then as I'm doing makeover, Steph, you'll do the count to 100. That's T's request and Sam's request.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
And then after that, we'll go right into shaving his head. Okay. Kayla, you go, girl.
Here, let's
You're
make
all
sure.
set.
Yep. There you go.
Wait, you
Okay.
gotta give the viewers a final look.
Okay, so this
Close up.
is my everyday
We don't need
look.
that.
Oh my gosh, I look so much less tired now. That's magic.
Okay.
You guys are great.
Magic.
Oh, that went back to color. Maybe.
Yeah, get a new under eye concealer. As
Okay.
finals approach.
Ready? Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
One. You got it, girl. 2.
Go, Kayla! Go, Kayla!
I went to the gym
3.
today, but I just got a smoothie and left. 4.
Yay!
I should have gone upstairs.
5.
How many more?
That's it.
Oh,
Good
Yay!
Okay, front
I'm
row.
sorry.
And now, Steph, you'll come stand up and count.
And count.
And then Kayla.
Your count.
That was my workout for the year.
Oh, no. You're going to stand because I'm going to do her
Here,
makeup.
you can sit here. You can sit here.
Whenever you
on the
guys would like, yeah. Just so they can watch me. Go ahead and sit right there.
Okay. So
Okay.
I speak a little Italian,
So I've been breathing.
but I can only count to 10. So I'm gonna have the help of Google.
So to reiterate, I don't know how to do makeup, so you're going to have to tell me what it is.
I want to apologize beforehand
Oh,
if there's any Italians watching
So
and
what
I
is this stuff?
butcher some of the
What's that?
numbers
Okay.
past 10. I'm sorry.
Eyebrows first. Can you help me, Kara?
Yeah.
But we're gonna start. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
What's blush?
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. If you can catch it, 20, 30 from Starbucks.
Do you have one? No, you can use it.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. My last name. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49,
So good.
50, so 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59,
I lost it this morning.
60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 70, 71, 72, 73, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. 9. Oh, it's 9.
I just feel it like.
I'm getting mixed up with Spanish. Lo siento. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100!
Yes! Ooh, go Steph.
That is 100 in Italian.
She literally said it.
It's a beautiful language, and I'm sorry if I butchered it.
But it's perfect for your cheeks. Is that not how blush goes?
We're gonna do your lips, girl.
Oh, that is a pink lip.
And then I don't trust myself
Okay,
with
are
mascara.
you safe?
And are you ready? You're lucky. I literally just did this a couple weeks ago, so I know.
That's great. Yeah, just do the they want to do the like circle, the George Costanza.
I'm going to show you a picture of what it looks like.
Definitely not the angle to do lips.
So
Okay, Brandon, it's coming up.
do you want me to just start here and we can work
Alright.
that?
Yeah,
Steph.
that's probably good.
Okay.
That's exactly what we're doing.
This is gonna look really weird because my hair is so thick and long.
So you just have this big.
Very thick.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like, oh, this is.
So
gonna-
just shave off like this much.
Yeah.
Just that much.
Okay. So it'll look more like the monk look.
So-
then.
So for reference, can we show this up to the camera? Can you put this up to the camera? Just show.
This is what we're going for.
George.
This is the look that we're going for.
To like put something down to get the hair.
Yeah, I
Or
think
we'll
you
see.
should.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do we have anything?
A
Here,
towel.
I have a towel in my room I can grab.
Okay.
And then we'll pull the camera up close so we can.
It's fine. All the hair is being locked away. These are good trimmers, so it will come off. This one too. We wanted you to both have this one gets down to. Here's 2 times.
Okay.
Kayla got her make over.
Okay.
Oh, do you
get
want
up
some
and
highlights?
close.
Wait, we're gonna get you some highlight too.
Probably.
I like the beauty marker clip though. It's good.
This is definitely my lipstick color.
Perfect.
For sure.
What?
Oh, it doesn't go any higher than that, so I guess we'll have to do this. His hair is so voluminous on the sides that.
It's such nice hair.
I hate it. Oh, it's so hard to manage.
I guess
So much.
it's scary. Probably should have done the makeup next because now all the hair is sticking to your face.
It's fine. This is part of the look. It's a cohesive idea. These are nice clippers, actually.
Yeah, they're really
I'm really
I
excited.
think it's gonna look really good. Yeah. This is amazing. The George Costanza thing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I think this will be really funny. I'm especially excited to speak while looking like this. I wonder what I'm really curious as to what prompt Jacob has for me.
How far should we take it back?
All the way.
Girl, Fenty is looking good on you.
Oh, that was
I can't breathe. I want to hold someone.
I just realized.
I just want you guys to know.
Oh my! We
That
leave
is
it
a
just
loop.
like that. That's perfect. And he does his impromptu like that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good. We're gonna leave it just like
All
that.
right, friends.
Okay, I'm gonna move this back. This is it, Brandon. This is what you wanted.
Okay. So Jacob dropped that topic in the chat. This is absurd. Oh my god. This is weird. Okay.
So weird. Does Sam still want me
You gotta
to
make
sing?
glasses. Yeah, he's still to sing in Spanish.
So what are we
Where are my
doing
glasses?
So he's gonna do his impromptu. Wait, are you ready or do you need to prep first?
So I need to prep.
Okay, so then while you prep, Carolina's gonna do her Spanish song.
I'll sing in the meantime
Okay.
Sam,
and
this
so
is for
as
you.
he dropped the
with
prompt
my
in
little
the chat,
sombrero.
It's a Spanish song.
You'll see. Sombrero. I got like a sombrero kind of. Here we go.
That's a joke.
This is the song. This is just for you, Sam.
Brandon goes, "This is great, thank you." That's what he needed.
How do we tell people they get the best of both worlds with Sprint?
Let's tell everyone that Sprint offers an unlimited plan in the new Samsung Galaxy S10e for just
Look,
$45
can we
a
take a
month.
minute to like appreciate how good looking Canada's makeup?
No trading required.
Okay.
Yes, Selena.
A little bit. We're not gonna be able to hear you sing.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
A little bit more.
a little more. You want to adjust the sound? Yo sé que tienes un nuevo amor. Sin embargo, te deseo lo mejor. Si en mí no encontraste felicidad, tal vez alguien más te la dará. Como la flor, con tanto amor, me diste tú. De marchito, me marchó y yo sé perder, pero ay, cómo me duele. Ay, cómo me duele.
Brandon wants you to come back.
Yes. Hey.
Hey.
I love Selena.
Woo!
Thank you for picking this song.
This is the best one.
Yeah.
Si vieras cómo duele perder tu amor, contra Dios te llevas mi corazón. No, sí, sin duda, porque perdí todo amor que pude dar, como la flor, con tanto amor, tú. De marchito me marchó y yo sé perder, pero ay, cómo me duele. Ay, cómo me duele.
That is really just tying it all together.
Okay. What's the lesson you need to do? Your improv?
Yeah.
How long was that?
What? Dancing was not part of the deal. Hold up.
We should probably.
Como la flor, con tanto amor me diste tú. De marchito me marchó y yo sé perder, pero ay, cómo me duele. Ay, cómo me duele.
No, I have work.
Ay, cómo me duele.
Okay, Demon.
Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Total, I think $600.
Hope that was worth it, Sam. It was worth it. Thank you for your donations. To everybody, we're having so much fun tonight. And up next, we have Damon, ready for his impromptu.
Not ready. I've been out of the
Not
game
ready.
for too long because I still need to do some prep.
Still need to do some prep.
Damon, they're like, tell work it's for charity. Brandon's willing to pay another $100 if Damon walks for all of that 48 hours.
That was amazing.
Ouch, just look at the camera. Look at Damon. We're just waiting for you, Damon. We got a great shot of your head in here, though.
In the meantime, we're gonna do a little conga line. Let's go, come on, girls.
Give me 1 second.
Demon, 24 hours?
No, I don't want to. Okay. All right. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining me at the final rounds for AFA Impromptu. That was a joke. That was a joke. I think you all should understand. Not going to use that. So, Kanye West has had a, hold on, let me get a timer on this actually so I can pace myself.
You only have 2 minutes.
I only, okay. Kanye West has had a very interesting past 2 years. He has infuriated folks by saying that slavery was a choice and endorsing the current president, who has political beliefs that would have been anathema to his former self. It's this incredibly quick change that leads us to today's rhetorical inquiry given to us by Kanye West. What if I woke up one day and I was whack? What would I do? And we can see that the answer to Mr. West's question is that the only course of action if you woke up one day and were whack is to be the most whack you can be, which we will see for 2 main reasons. First, you are never whack when you are yourself. And 2, you cannot live life with any regrets. First, you are never truly whack when you're being yourself. It's things like fronting and posing and pretending to be something that you're not that ultimately leads people to put the label on you of whack, which we will see through 2 main examples. First, Azar Nafisi, and second, Peer Health Exchange. First, Azar Nafisi is a woman who started a book club in Iran where women read banned books like Lolita and The Great Gatsby in a country where doing so could result in intense persecution. She refused to let the government censor her. She decided that the only thing she could do in the midst of oppression was be herself. And in existing as a minority population, being herself was an act of protest. And she was able to make a huge difference simply by teaching and reading, doing the things that she always would have done and refusing to bend to the popular will of Iran. Second, we can look at Peer Health Exchange, an organization in Chicago that aims to teach Chicago youth about health. What makes Peer Health Exchange unique as opposed to other health programs is that it seeks to meet students where they are, not making judgments on the decisions students will make about drugs or alcohol or sex, but instead giving them tools to make better decisions for what they want and they believe. They believe that if students be themselves and you equip them with the tools to make better decisions, they will make those better decisions without having to moralize or simply tell them what to do. So we can see that when Mr. West says, what should we do if we wake up whack? We simply need to continue being ourselves, because we're only going to be whack if we pretend to be something we're not. Second, we need to look at how we cannot live life with any regrets. And if we spend our newfound time simply reminiscing on the days when we weren't whack, we're just going to be unhappy, which we can see through 2 main examples. First, Antarctic Tinder. There aren't many people in Antarctica. At any one given time, there's always going to be less than 100, which makes dating life very difficult for those single scientists who end up doing research. However, there is at least 1 recorded match on Tinder, and it led to a fruitful relationship. A researcher ended up swiping on Tinder, finding the only other researcher on Tinder in Antarctica, got into a helicopter, and flew to find this woman and go on a date with her. It's this idea of seizing the moment and refusing to have any regrets, even if it means possibly misappropriating research funds, that leads us to know that this person understood that they couldn't simply look in the past, that even if they had been whack before, they had an opportunity each day to make better decisions. Next, we need to look at Vlade Divac, a Serbian NBA player in the 1990s who was great friends with another Serbian star, Drazen Petrovic. Now, they were initially great friends when they entered the league. However, a brutal civil war in Yugoslavia left them on opposite sides of political divides. They ended up at each other's throats, and what was previously a friendship turned into an arch rivalry. Then, suddenly, Drazen died tragically in a car accident. Vlade Divac has made a documentary about Drazen's life, And at the end, he states how he wished that he could have reconciled with him when he was still alive. From this story, we can recognize that it is key to live our life not having any regrets. That we need to, even if we know we're going to be whack, cannot simply look to the past and instead need to seize the present and do what we know will make us happy. So, when Kanye West said, "What would I do if I woke up whack? What would I do then?" He might not have actually realized that he was probably going to become very whack 5 years later. However, had he simply been himself instead of constantly performing for the media and his fans, he likely would have cultivated a personality that was more likable and in the end, been more happy. Thank you.
Yay!
Okay.
Where is everyone else?
I don't know where everyone went. Thank you, everyone, for joining the QuanTâm Telethon. Thank you so much.
Thank
Well,
you guys.
do we know our last total? We'll post it to the event.
So we
Yeah.
have 201,
But so
400, 601.
At least. I think that's
so we
not weird.
raised at least $601. So thank you everyone.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. I'm gonna get the rest of my head shaved like now.
Yeah.
David definitely took a beating, so shout out to David. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Let's do one more close up of the camera.
One more close up.
So this is how I look right now. So
David's
this
about
is
to look
great.
cool, though. I can tell.
Yeah, I
Let's
do.
see the rest of it
I do
off.
think it's gonna look okay. So we are going to sign off. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Have a great
everyone.
night.